Hello and welcome in. I am MissKinghorn and we are back here with another Sims 4 speed build. This time we are doing something a little bit different. So as I said last time or previously, we are working our way through the lots in San Sequoia, and this is the 40 by 20 roundabout lot. If you have the world, you know exactly which lot I'm talking about. And I struggled to come up with an idea of what I can do for this build. And then I thought, well, you know what? Let's just throw a apartment building in there. So that's what we did. And I have fully furnished this apartment, and I have semi-furnished another. I've basically put it in like it's moving day, so you kind of have lots of boxes, lots of crates, some artwork on the floor, that kind of thing in there. But this building actually has 6 apartments spread over 3 floors. This one is on the middle floor, on the right hand side of the main door. The one that I've semi-decorated is on the ground floor to the left. But they are all kind of laid out, so they've all got a floor plan. They are all 3-bedroom apartments, so they're all quite large. I spent a long time trying to figure out a kind of a layout for an apartment complex that was kind of simple, that fitted in this lot as well. Some of them were quite large and we just didn't have the space for, so I kind of had to go with quite a straight, kind of simple build in the terms that it's kind of very long and thin. But it was just a case of it having to fit in this lot, and this is what we've gone for. So we have a small car park downstairs as well, which has space for I think 6 cars, and there's also like bike racks and stuff for some bikes as well, because I feel like this was going to be quite a family kind of apartment, given the fact that you've got 3 bedrooms in each apartment, so it is actually quite large in terms of that. But yes, so I have built this one for a single mum with twin girl toddlers. So you'll see lots of pinks, lots of sort of pastel-y colours kind of coming through into here as well. And yeah, the 2 twins do actually have their own separate bedrooms, which I don't know if at toddlers you would really want them separated, or maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. I don't have any children, so I wouldn't really know. But it kind of, I was trying to go for a 2-bedroom, but it kind of grew, this building, and so we ended up with a 3rd bedroom in there. But yes, this is also quite a quick speed build. I've actually extended it, so I've not sped it up as much as possible, and I've not cut out a lot of things as well. So you'll sort of see there's a natural sort of progression to all of this. There's just a few bits where I stopped and started. But it was actually a quick build to do, I think, because I'd done most of the exterior off camera anyway, because it changed and grew over weeks, well, probably a good couple of days, stretching into probably over 2 weeks into here. But we have got this nice little apartment building in here. But do let me know in the comments down below if you like it, or if you don't, or if you have a family in mind for who to go in here. I have actually created all of the families for this sort of collection, if you can call it that, of all the builds for here. I haven't actually uploaded any of them. Do let me know if you do want to see them. I mean, you'll see them in the screenshots, but if you actually want the families uploaded, I can possibly do that as well. And you'll have to see them up there. I'm not a very good CAS build creator. It was actually really only when Infants came out that I started to go back into CAS. And yeah, I don't know if I like it. I'm too much of a builder, I think, now. I'm stuck in my ways. But I thought it was always nice to kind of create some people for the screenshots and things like that as well. So it kind of fitted in a little bit better. But yeah, you've seen the kitchen being built in here. So kind of a family, kind of quite simple kitchen. A little bit of clutter here and there. But then you have this kind of flowing around into a little bit of a home office area, which we're working on here. So this is where we're kind of getting a lot of our pinks coming through as well, and lots of bits and pieces. I do try to keep it as pink and kind of white as I possibly can. So there's lots of fun things happening here. But obviously, normally I would cut all of this out, but I didn't actually have that much recording. So trying to cut things out like this, I could have probably made it a little bit shorter of a video, but I thought this would make it a little bit better of a more obvious kind of progression of how we actually record some of this, because normally this just gets chopped, and as I had plenty of time, I thought, well, why not let it be in there for you all to see into here. And so just a few bits and pieces. We do fix some of these where they are kind of floating and things. There we go. Just nicely into there. Quite a simple little space as well. Change a few little colours here and there. And just make this all fit quite nicely. And then a little bookshelf. I think we also get a bookshelf in one of the toddler rooms as well. So you've got plenty of books. I felt like this was maybe a little bit more of a grown-up kind of bookshelf rather than the kids' books in the toddler room. So yes, this is an all-in-one sort of a big room in here, which obviously has lots of doors coming off of it as well. So it kind of made it a little bit more interesting, trying to get some sort of pieces put in and kind of set out different areas, and like, this is a dining room, this is a living room. That was quite a difficult one to kind of get in when it's all one big sort of rectangle sort of blob. There's no real sort of definition coming in here, but I think we kind of managed to get it all okay, hopefully, possibly, into here. And obviously, because they are twin girls, we have 2 sets of those into here, and then I make one fatal mistake. I lift the mat up and then it hides the food underneath, but I fix it later on, possibly at the end. Into here, so a little bit of a table in here, just to make it feel a little bit more homely. And then we grab out some placemats, just again trying to make it feel a little bit more homely, and then realizing that there's actually a bug with these, that it doesn't matter which swatch you pick up, it sets it back to the default. So yeah, we kind of just had to work a little bit with that one, but they're not my preferred placemats, but they're what we've got, so that's what we go with into here. And then this is going to come in here, so you can kind of see the little layout there. You've got 2 sort of twin bedrooms on there, and then on the other side you actually have a bathroom and an ensuite as well for the main bedroom of this house, or flat, apartment, whatever you want to call it, into here. And then a little bit of an entranceway. So again, I started with this a little bit different. We started in the kitchen and not straight in with the sort of front door, but I like the doors from university, because they have that sort of floor plan on the back, look a little bit more sort of apartment-like, kind of industrial, kind of mass housing sort of layout, which I thought was quite cool for all of these. So that is all done in here. And then we just have a few more bits of pieces of decorations, and then this area it's actually a really small sort of entranceway, but I felt like we needed something to kind of divide up this big space into there. But I am loving that basket. I feel like that basket is now my like one item that goes in every sort of build. And it also makes it good because you can, as you've done there, hide some shoes under it as well. So it kind of tucks it away out of there. So you only have one pair. Maybe it's like a shoe basket or something. And it's got lots of them in, and somebody has just thrown them on the floor, not really paying any attention in there. Right. Let's see. A little bit of a space in the middle here. But yeah, more scrolling. There's one thing that I'm trying to cut out, but we had time, so let's just roll with it. Coming off of the main bedroom, there is also a little balcony. For this one, I've just put a little bench and some sort of gardening sort of pots out there, so you can fill those when you sort of want and what you want in those as well. And there we go, we just go for a simple box. After all of that, we just go back to the simple little box. That's fine in there. And then I think on one side we just have a little bit of a mirror. Actually using the new mirror from the new kit, the basement kit, which I thought, I love this mirror, but this one right here, but the frame is so chunky. It's like a cross between being ornate and just boxy and bulky. Like, it doesn't really work. And I think there's also a mirror very similar from Growing Together that was also quite, I think they were trying to go ornate with it, trying to go for like a fancy kind of mirror. It just didn't really work. And yeah, I feel like they've gone for the same sort of style here and it's not really worked. But I thought this was probably going to be one of the very few times I get it in. And I thought it would be quite fun to have it down there. Maybe the kids can like play on it or something like that. So it kind of works into there. And then this little space that I've now left here for myself is the living area. And prepare for the moving of basically everything we've just done. Because I move everything. Yeah. I didn't leave enough space for myself. So it's now a little bit tight, so we move it all back, and then that kind of means that has to move, and then this has to move, and it just goes round and round and round. And I probably still don't have enough space, but I'm going to put another chair in because it doesn't look right. So yeah, the little toy box actually gets moved again, and I think we get a toddler stacking toys out as well. Just onto one little side. Let's grab the television in to there, and yeah, a little bit, yeah. Toys move, and then the stacking toys. We do also get some little artwork on the walls as well, just in here, just to kind of make it a very kid-friendly, sort of, very much sort of a toy-friendly, kid-friendly painting kind of place, which I feel fits this little apartment in here, into there, and grab out some more little toys, just because we have some sort of space into there. And then trying to find some pictures, but I thought some little memento sort of family photos, maybe from when they were babies or things like that, with grandparents or something, we can do in there. And then on the sort of lower down, sort of more of a kid level, get some spring artwork and some sort of banners and things like that into here, which fits quite nicely just over the sort of top of that, so you kind of have those in there, a little bit of fun, sort of maybe they've hung them up, sort of things into there. And I think we end up with the little skateboard kind of drawing here as well. And then that is kind of the living room all sort of done, kind of the main room. And now this is the first of the twin rooms. So this is the kind of more pinky version. I think I've gone for pink, and then I've gone purple for the twins. And there, so we're gonna kind of have a little bit of a difference, because I felt like if they were both the same, it would kind of be like, why didn't you put them all in together? But yeah, I decided to create a 3-bedroom apartment, so they had their own room. But it kind of works, and I'm happy with it. So that's what we do. Into here, lots of sort of storage and toys and things. And I try to find some sort of creative bits and pieces that we can kind of get in here. So we have the little princess and the unicorn, and then also this another little unicorn kind of box with a little teddy on it, which always looks really cute. The Sims team like to say that they don't give hints, but we have like 3, I think it is, maybe 4 hints to unicorns or horses in the latest pack alone. So yeah, we don't give hints, but here's some horses. But yeah, there's lots of those in here. We try to get it to be a very sort of big, sort of over the top kind of girly room, which I felt suited this little room in here quite well. And just we've got lots of sort of big picture windows in here, so having some nice big sort of curtains and things like that in here as well. And yes, room is coming together. So also have the little friendship bead thing. I don't know if I really wanted that in here, but we put it in, and then I thought, you know, maybe, possibly, but we rolled with it. And here's the pink, so we go for a bit of a darker pink on some walls, and then a sort of a large, softer pink on the other. And we do have this big whole sort of wall, and I tried to think of something that will fill it, but honestly there really wasn't a great deal of things that we could get on here, so I believe I actually leave it empty into here. Oh no, we put these stickers. These stickers are really cool. All the different like trees and stuff. I felt like they were quite cool just to get in there, and it just adds that sort of colour, getting the pink on pink sort of look that we want into here. I do change all of the lighting to like the baby spotlights, because I felt like these ones were too big, and I just kind of threw them down so that we could all sort of see what we were doing. But then this is the more purple kind of toddler room. I do know there was a slight issue with that bed. It's not quite straight, and when I was playtesting this, a toddler did actually climb out the other side of the bed against the wall and then got themselves trapped. So I did have to sort of teleport them out from there, because I couldn't get out any other way. Even sort of crawling across the bed, which would have been the most sensible thing, but no. Apparently they don't have these in game, so I had to teleport them out from there. But other than that, we managed to get this all sorted, and we get a purple kind of chair just to fit in to here, and a little light for there, a little sort of reading area maybe, because I think this is where we also get the little bookshelf in for them as well. A little bit more kind of a sensible is probably the wrong word for a toddler, but a bit more of a serious child who's more into reading and sort of learning and things like that in here, rather than sort of a more sort of pink kind of room that we've done for their sister. In here, I don't understand why that bookshelf is so high, given the fact it's designed for toddlers or infants even. So I scaled that right down, and and or not scale it down, but I lowered it right down, and then we have a sloth reading into there because I thought that would be quite a cool little one to have out, and another little giraffe into there, and also some purple curtains in there just to kind of fill out this sort of purple kind of vibe that we are going for. Okay, so leaving the twin rooms behind, we come onto the main bedroom. Now this is actually again another pretty big bedroom sort of size. I should really have changed the layout of this, but it is what it is, and it is a very large sort of space. But I thought a grown-up kind of more pastel-y kind of colours in here with a white bed, soft woods, sort of, and there's a little bit of pink here and there because, you know, you can never have too much pink in here, but also getting out some mirrors. That just makes a really nice sort of headboard kind of fit, bit of artwork above the bed into there as well, and then changing out and grabbing out some more plants and alarm clocks and just some general sort of clutter in here. Like, this is very much a grown-up space into here. Yep, realising I forgot to put in some wipes, although we do have some in the kitchen if I remember, but you know, as a mum of twins, you probably need a few bits and pieces scattered here and there. So a few little boxes of sort of clutter and memories and things like that to fit into here, and just sort of neatening all of that up onto the actual sort of bedside tables, and that into there, and then on this side as well. I did do it for a sort of a single sim, but I felt like it would be a bit weird if I left one of the bedside tables empty, so I kind of just cluttered both of them just to make it look a little bit more realistic, because sometimes you have stuff on one side and if you've got so much colour you kind of just spread it everywhere, so it kind of fitted that it was quite a nice space into there. And then over this side, you guessed it, more clutter. There's always going to be more clutter. I don't create homes that are like show homes or anything like that. I mean, very rarely do I do that, but I'm very much loving clutter, and I feel like the more I can get it in, the sort of better into there. I have been known to spend a good few hours cluttering and sort of detailing up a house as well. So yeah, we kind of put that in, and then this little mirror is kind of a bit of a weird one. It's kind of like it's resting on the dresser, which I thought was quite a nice little sort of detail. And then we get some pictures from Tiny Living, I think. Yeah, into here as well, which just fit quite nicely just in there next to each other as well. But that's really all you've got for this main bedroom. A little bit of a rug to go down. Always just sort of throw a couple of rugs in and make it kind of fit in here. And then we actually do the bathrooms in today's video as well. Normally I just sort of leave them, well, I do them off camera and things like that, but for this one we do get those in, and it kind of just fits in quite nicely into here, and it just rounds off this build. They are very similar, so we kind of use the same things and do the same sort of style, but both of the toddler rooms have actually got potties in, so I haven't put one in the bathroom because I feel like they would go to their own rooms to do it. Okay, admittedly I forgot all about them until just then, but I have put them in the toddler rooms, so they've each got their own potty in there rather than sharing one in the bathroom. But this is a little ensuite into here. Nothing sort of major, just sort of grubbing out some white flooring and some white tiles into there, and then trying to come up with a sort of an idea or layout that could kind of work, and yeah, very quickly realising I didn't particularly like any of these. So the ensuite has just a big shower, and then the main bathroom has a sort of shower bath combo, which I thought was a little bit better into here. And it's at this point I realised that the layout is going to be weird, but we kind of get it in, and then this one has a gold that matches quite well into there, so I kind of push it back a little bit so that it kind of is a little bit of a better, like it cuts off the sort of the back and the side, which you wouldn't really need to have into here. And then a little collection of toilet rolls in here. We don't actually leave any in the main bathroom, sorry, they're all in here, but I feel like that would sort of give you enough sort of in there that you can kind of use and kind of share them with the main bathroom into there. Right, obviously clutter from the bathroom clutter kit, always a good one to kind of throw in. I really hope they do like a kitchen clutter with some new pieces in as well, because I feel like I always use the same kitchen clutter over and over again, which admittedly if we have new stuff I'm probably just going to use that over and over again, but it kind of works, and we can kind of have a few more bits and pieces into there, so kind of just getting all of that in and getting a nice little sort of towels and combo into there, and a simple little rug on the floor, a nice pink, just to finish that room off. Right then, and then this one I go straight in. I want this bath. I love this new bath shower combo. I feel like since we got it, we're going together, I've used it everywhere, and it doesn't matter like what kind of build also, because it just kind of fits with everything. And then realising I forgot the mirror, so grabbing that out, and then also grabbing it out too in here into there. And oh, we do actually, oh no, I do actually put some behind the toilet, okay, out of little hands reach, but yeah, you have some in there, and then lots more clutter as well. But we're coming up to the end of this video, so if you have liked this build, then please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You all mean so very, very much to me, and I would love to see you, and I hope you come and visit my channel or on some of my videos again in the future. But you can also find me over on Twitch, where I stream 3 times a week. Over there I'm over at MissKinghornBuilds, the same as here, but there's also on my Twitter, which is at MissKinghorn, even my Discord, which is the MKB Build Center, but you don't need to be a builder to join. Anybody is welcome over there, and yeah, that's where we're kind of going to be leaving it. So lots more sort of clutter and things for this bathroom. But if anyone has any ideas or suggestions for any of the other lots in this world, then do let me know, because I would love to hear what you think. And I hope you have enjoyed, but for now, sit back and enjoy the cinematics, and I'll see you all really, really soon. Alright, bye everyone!